3, 2, 1. Whoosh. Oh my God, that's cold.
Woo wee woo woo.
Welcome back to You Betcha Radio Podcast, the coldest podcast in all the Midwest. I'm Miles, You Betcha guy, here with Ryan, the T-shirt guy.
Squirrely today.
Are you feeling squirrely?
Oh yeah.
I can tell.
I don't know why. I think it's I don't know. It's a Tuesday thing. I
You're
think.
full military today. You got the camo hat, the Desert Storm shirt, and the military green shorts.
Kind of beige. Well, kind of like a beige look. How do you spell beige? Go.
Oh God.
Don't overthink.
BEIGE.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Because remember I did I before E.
Yeah.
After C and it fucked
The
me.
whole debacle.
Yeah.
I before
Hey,
E debacle.
live and learn though.
Yeah.
I'll never get that wrong again.
Nope.
So I'm wearing this like the same colored shirt as Ryan, and right
Yep.
when I saw that, I put a sweater on because I didn't want to be.
Really?
Matchy.
Yeah.
Jarrett.
So the boys are in here today. Tyler's gone today. We're feeling good, Ryan. You're feeling squirrely as all hell.
Yeah, just the original crew again. Back to episodes 1 through like 54.
Should we
I
talk
think.
Bird Box? I met a guy.
There's a Bird Box 2 coming out. Is there not?
I heard too.
We might have to
There
do,
is.
or we could do 2 episodes in a row after the smoke settles.
Yeah.
Bird Box 1.
Yeah.
And then a knee-jerk reaction on Bird Box 2.
Yeah. I'm just hoping MGK's in Bird Box 2.
Oh God, here we go.
I don't really who is the main actress in Bird Box 1?
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. She can be in it. She could not be in it. Doesn't matter to me. It's just about MGK.
Why?
I met a guy this week who said he's starting over from episode 1, and I just said don't do that.
Like he's going out to war.
Start like at least 50 episodes in. Do not listen to episode 1 through 49.
Just don't. If you just spare yourself, because you won't make it to episode 2. That's the thing. We want people to keep listening.
Yeah, don't do that. But
It was a pilot.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like season 1 of The Office. You can take it or leave it.
Right.
You know.
Kind of sucked.
Yeah.
We got renewed for a second episode, and then we're like 200 more. We're good.
It's probably
Yeah.
Miles texting Ryan like, "Say, do you want to do another one or no?"
How do you think that went? Pretty fucking bad. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't have to go.
We
listen
don't
to
have
that.
to do that.
No.
Also, we're presented by Ice Mountain. Jared,
Mhm.
2 weeks in a row, Patreon questions, right?
Yep. User submitted.
So, guys, if you would like to submit a Patreon question, go to patreon.com/youbetcharadio, sign up, and we have an extra episode a week there.
Mhm.
And right now, we're kind of in the mode of having user submitted questions on the pod. So,
Yeah, become a regular too. We got regulars that ask questions. We ask good
yeah.
ones too.
It's like a bar.
Yeah, kind of.
Mhm.
Yep.
It really is.
Yeah. First question.
We should start a podcast like that where you kind of just belly up to the bar and just ask, just give out advice.
Just take random
That
questions.
sounds like a good idea.
And you could call in if you wanted to. If
Yeah,
you're
we could
not
do a
at the
call
bar.
in type of thing.
I don't think that'd work.
Is there something already exists?
I think. I don't
Yeah,
know.
some
There's probably
bullshit
already
other podcast. Yeah.
Probably
There's no way it
already.
would ever work.
No.
Logistically, it'd be a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, Jared, should we hop into it or what?
Yes. Bend Over asks.
Classic. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry,
You've
Craig.
bend
That
over.
was my bus driver's name when I was younger, like 6th through 8th grade. On my bus route, that was my bus.
That was not
driver's
his
name.
real name.
That's what the kids were telling me, and I believed it. So I continue to tell people that to this day.
Well, now he's a patriot.
Also,
he's
you've heard. This is how low our humor level is. We've heard Bend Over's name on the Patreon multiple weeks,
Lots of them.
and Ryan busts a gut laughing every time.
Now, can you picture me in like 8th grade health class?
Oh my God.
There were days I couldn't sit in class some days, especially when we
Sit in the hallway.
I would have to leave the classroom, or I'd have to pretend like I'm sleeping because I'd have to put my head face down. I was laughing that hard.
Because they were showing you penises and vaginas.
It's like Michael Scott at a sex shop.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jared, you have to do the meme. Ryan in 8th grade health class, and it's just Michael Scott giggling at
Bursting.
dildos.
I don't know. I'm 30 years old and still to this day it's funny.
It's getting funnier.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. It keeps things lighthearted.
All right, what does Ben Dover have to say?
So all these questions are road trip themed.
Okay, road trip themed.
Yep.
Very timely. I just had a couple weeks of road trips.
Mm-hmm. So his question is best tactics to get out of a ticket.
Okay. I think being a girl has easier. It's
Agreed.
easier, right? You can cry, you can flirt, you can just basically like, I didn't know that speed limits existed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And they may buy it.
Yeah.
So I think that that's one. As a dude, it's a little tougher, I think. What's your move, Ryan? I know you've been pulled over before.
I have. Well, only a couple times though. I was just gonna say, I've never been able to get out of a ticket, and I've always been completely transparent. Like, God, you're right. Yep, I was going 40 and a 30. Completely my fault. Next time I'll pay closer attention as to what the speed limit is. Just try to like get out front of it right away. So he or she.
Yeah, you got me. That was my bad.
Yep. And that doesn't work. So do I need to start lying?
I think you could go the route of just basically being like, hey, if you give me this ticket, you're going to have to do more work.
Yeah, more paperwork.
Yeah. I'll slow down. I promise to slow down. If you don't give me a ticket, then you got less paperwork, the whole thing. You can relax, pretend to punch stiff in on your computer.
Yeah. Hang out for a bit.
Scroll on TikTok for a little longer.
Yeah.
And we could just go our separate ways.
Yeah.
Might be a good way to do it.
Last time I got a ticket was in South Dakota. I was going 84 in an 80. Got pulled over. Cop asked if I would come sit in his vehicle with him.
Over 4 miles an hour over?
4 miles an hour. Apparently there's like no
tolerance.
No tolerance on South Dakota highways because it's already 80 miles an hour.
I suppose.
Oh.
So, and my mom's in the passenger seat. We're coming back from Lincoln, Nebraska, the best city on planet Earth. So I willfully, I don't know if he thought I was drinking or what the deal was. I willfully just went and sat back in his vehicle with him. I don't know why he did that. It was very odd though.
You asked him to turn on the air. It's a little stuffy back here.
Yeah, it was stuffy. And he probably turned it off so he could smell the booze a little easier.
Well,
if there was booze, there wasn't. But
did you ask him why it smelled like bacon in his car?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Hey, you want to pass back one of those donuts?
Oh, bacon, egg, and cheese this morning. I smell. God, those are good.
Thought he smelled that.
Yeah. So that was odd. I was really thrown off by that, and I was actually kind of irritated by it too.
Was he overly friendly?
I was trying to be overly friendly. He wasn't having it.
Gotcha.
Like, all right, I get it. I'm 4 over. Give me the $100 ticket.
Yeah, should have started crying.
I should have just told him, no, I'm not going to come sit in your car with you. Am I being detained?
Yeah, I know my rights.
Yeah. I saw this one video that says, I don't need to come sit with you.
And then he just arrests you.
Yeah. Fuck, Mom.
Damn it.
I'll meet you at the jail.
Don't speed though.
Don't speed.
Mm-mm.
I actually have experience with getting out of a ticket in the last few years. Probably before that, the actual real ticket I've gotten, it's probably been 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago.
Yeah. It's good for the car insurance.
Yeah. And, but most recently it was 6:45 in the morning. And I was currently late for a 7 o'clock tea time.
Ooh.
Oh, that doesn't sound like you.
And
Share it.
I have time blindness.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah.
Have you seen those TikToks? Have we talked about that yet? What is the deal these days with people having an excuse for being late? They're just calling it time blindness as if it's a disorder.
It very well could be a disorder.
There's literally TikToks of this gal like I was working at this place and they were not respecting my time blindness.
Mhm.
They're mad at me for showing up late. And it's like,
Okay.
we can't just disorder everything
No.
these days.
Yeah, it's a little over the line.
Yeah. It's like, hey,
Huh.
I have intoxication blindness, honey. I just get a little too drunk sometimes.
Yeah.
Swim up bar.
Yeah. I have swim up bar-itis. I can't not get really drunk at a swim up bar. I apologize.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, I got to admit, still coming down from the Lumberjack games.
Coming down from that ultra hydration.
Yeah, well, now I think I'm just addicted to being hydrated now that I went through all that.
That would be the number one thing I'd want to be addicted to is hydration.
Yeah, out of all things, it's probably the best one.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing with your bottle there?
It's about my 8th one today.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to be careful, though. There is such thing as overhydration.
That's true. Yeah, you just gotta. It's slow and steady wins the race.
But I think that's mostly mental,
Yeah.
Mhm.
not an official Ice Mountain statement, but
GPS got a piece of it.
Yeah.
yeah. Just like drinking, You can have, some guys can have 100 beers and be fine because it's all mental.
Yeah.
But now I got a hankering to throw some axes after Lumberjack games that we went there with Ice Mountain on. I threw some axes, dead center every single time.
Really?
Dead center is subjective.
Sure.
I know it seems like it may be objective,
Yeah.
but yeah, I was hitting dead center axes all day, cooling off with some Ice Mountain, watching dudes play with their wood and just having a great time.
Hairy dudes.
Yeah, there's nothing better than watching hairy dudes play with their wood while you're just sipping back some Ice Mountain.
On a hot day.
Yeah, I mean that could have been the world record for most hydrated people in that
Yeah.
in a
I was
True.
wet from the Ice Mountain water because
Yeah.
it's the wettest water.
your
So,
insides were wet too.
yeah. So if you guys want to be wet while you watch with other guys play with their wood, like I did, one, you got to go to Lumberjack games next year.
Yep.
And you got to chug Ice Mountain.
Chug it. It's like 9 out of 10 doctors say you can chug this. There's no overdosing. It's that one guy that just puts a bad taste in
One
everyone's
guy's
mouth.
got bad mentals
Yeah.
that ruins it for the rest of us.
Yeah. Or it's those other companies.
Yeah. So
So
drink Ice Mountain, boys. So I was speeding due to my time blindness and pulls me over. No one else on the road. But this guy, I thought I was going to get off scotch-free when the cop was on the other side of the highway.
oh fuck, that's the worst.
No, but I was like, there was no way for him to. He just ditched it.
I know that's the worst. And
He
you know
just
it.
whipped through the ditch.
His front bumpers.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
God. He came
Yeah.
out. It looked like a quarterback that just got sacked into the dirt and came up in the front. It's got the tuft of grass on
Yeah.
the helmet, tuft of grass on the grill.
Yep.
And he comes whipping around, which he had to have been speeding to catch up to me.
Exactly.
So I don't know what that's about.
A little hypocritical.
Yeah. So I pull over and he's like, yeah, he just does the spiel like, you know what the speed limit is? I'm like, yeah. I go, not gonna lie, I'm late for a tea time, and that's why. And the guy must have been a golfer. And I
God, he's
think I
been
could see
there.
a twinkle in his eye of like, I've been there, man. Nothing worse than being late for a tea time. I'll be late for work. I'll be late for funerals. I'll be late for weddings. You just, it's the worst feeling in the world to be late for a tea time.
Yeah.
And he came back and just gave me a warning. And I mean, I still was late for the tea time. Had to pick me up on the second whole thing. But
Yeah.
so
End of the
if you
month.
can quickly gauge what the cop is into in terms of like hobbies and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh God, I'm late for a woodworking conference. And I give him a look like, are you
Yeah.
a woodworker? You look like a woodworker.
Right. Yeah.
You look like you wear a leather apron in your spare time.
I'm late for the football game.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a flight.
Maybe you have your window down with your head out and like see if you can hear if he's got like some sort of radio show on.
Yeah. Yeah. Sirius XM.
He's listening to
Oh, yeah.
Luke Combs. God, I'm going to a Luke Combs cover band right now. and I'm late.
6:45
You know
in the
that.
morning,
That's
yeah.
the worst. It's 7 a.m. cover band for Luke Combs.
Yeah. Or you just got Luke Combs blaring. You just start talking to him about, God, when's we got to get that new album out.
Yeah.
And then to completely just derail him from what he was actually there to do is give you a ticket.
You want to derail him?
No.
If I get you out a ticket.
Well, transparency hasn't got me out of any tickets, so I need something.
Yeah. You got to lie through your teeth.
Yeah, apparently.
Another good way could possibly be, so on my truck, not to brag, that if it like the cruise control is adaptive. So if you go through if you go from a 55 to a 75, it'll automatically speed up for you. Blame it on that.
Yeah,
It didn't adjust to the speed. I don't know what this dang thing maybe hit the steering wheel a few times.
Yeah. Brand new truck.
I'm going to try turning it off and turning it back on. Maybe I'll put my car in rice. Sorry about that, officer.
Is that what R means?
Yeah. It's like, hey, you can just make the ticket out to Ford. Yeah. This was not my doing.
Yeah. There's a recall on this thing. I'll just send it into Ford corporate.
Yeah. You actually want to just call it a tow truck? I don't even want this truck anymore.
Yeah. Maybe he drives like a new Ford Explorer too. He's like, God, my new Explorer back here is
It does the same thing.
Gosh.
Son of a.
Okay. I understand. I can't do anything today about it.
Yeah. Could be a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the other thing is just you could do is just get into a question loop with them. You know how fast you're going? I don't know. Do you know how fast I was going?
Yeah.
And then then he goes like, yeah, you're going 95 and a 65. Is that fast?
Yeah. He'd say, well, how'd you catch me? Were you
Yeah.
speeding?
Are you
Yeah.
speeding too?
Yeah.
Just
Right.
everything he says to you, just answer with a question.
Mhm.
Eventually, he's just going to get tired out and just say it's not worth it. He'll probably say something about life being too short and let you go.
Might be the end of a shift.
Giving
Color,
cops sass usually goes well for you.
Yeah.
So
Typically.
it could be a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Jared, what would you do?
Slip him a 20 probably right away.
You think that'd work?
Like, just like what I'm doing, like,
Yeah.
and then like throw it at him. Maybe do the sneeze and throw a 20 at him.
Yeah. Or like you turn the air up really high and just say, oh, I blew out the window. That's a 20 out there.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Or what you could do is just like roll your window down a crack.
Just slip it through there.
Slip it through there and then roll your window back up. So when he comes up, it's already sitting there dangling.
Yeah, you could do the money clip. I don't have a money clip, but I'd get one just for the situation. You pull out the money clip and you just start doing the and then stop and look at him. And if he gives you the like nod, then you give it to him. But if he gives you the look, you just keep swiping 20s until you get the right one.
I think you can do that. People do that in Mexico all the time. I'm pretty sure.
There's no laws down there.
No, I think they just pay off the cops, however many, I don't know, pesos.
Yeah.
Pesos.
Traffic violations are down by 300%.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be. Or just do the cool guy, smoking a cigarette. And then just as he's walking up, your hand's just out the window with the $20 bill, just waiting for him.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
I think that would go good.
You know what a huge dick move would be though, is if you're smoking a cig and blowing it out the window, that the cop was standing right there.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you standing there.
Then he he may have to retreat back to his car.
Maybe he has asthma.
Yeah.
Maybe he has asthma and he can't even stand there.
So technically he can't have a conversation with you because secondhand smoke, he's got to be too far away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or do the Tommy Boy. Have some bees in your car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unleash the bees.
Exactly.
Pulled over.
What's the Vikings player that got arrested for
Addison?
Dog emergency?
Dog.
Yeah.
Always have a dog in your car just in case. Trying to get to the dog hospital.
Yeah. Fucking dog ate a grape in the back seat. Got to get to the vet hospital.
Oh my God. Got into my stash of fucking chocolate and he's shitting everywhere.
Yeah.
You're going to need to rip a fart though at that point so he knows that it smells in there.
Guy swiped an M&M from the trail mix.
Yeah, just
Gotta get him to the emergency room.
just have your dog diapered in the back seat at all times.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah.
Leather seats.
Yeah, it'll wipe off, but still the memories.
Yeah. If you can train your dog to just like play dead, just have him play dead and be like, fucking snagged an M&M out of the trail mix. We gotta go. And who knows? It could
Just
be a canine officer. He might have remorse for you, canine officer. You know,
exactly, yeah.
it's like, oh, I got a dog too. That happened to my dog too. Swiped a grape off the counter a couple weeks ago. I had to bring him in.
Cotton candy grape.
Yeah. You might get he might just escort you, police escort to the veterinary
And
hospital.
then you just have to go into the veterinary hospital and just sit in the lobby until he leaves.
yeah, your dog's got to get like,
Hey, sir, can I help you? No, I just came to hang out for a little bit.
Just gonna hang here for time.
Yeah.
You walk back out, they wouldn't take him. There's no
Booked.
room in the inn.
They're booked today. And I
And
figured
he's like, all right, I'll drive you to the next one. Fucking hell. I'm really late for my tea time.
yeah.
And then you show up to the course and you're like, guys, the reason I'm late,
What a story.
I had to go to 2 veterinary hospitals with a cop. And they're like, shut the fuck up, dude. Just admit you were late. You're like, no, this actually happened.
Yeah. And then you actually have to start like feeding your dog a couple M&Ms in the back seat just to play it off. God, Bill came back, couldn't pay it. I figured I had to pay this ticket that you were going to give me.
Yeah, by the time you're done with it, like you just paid the $100 ticket with all like the cop comes in with you. You actually have to do a checkup with your dog. Just ends up costing way more. But now you're so deep, you just have to.
Yeah.
Committed.
It's like this podcast. If you commit to something, you can't back out of it.
backpedal.
No, there's no backpedaling allowed.
Or the final thing I'd say is if he's like, do you know what the speed limit is here? You go, I would have looked, but I just didn't have time.
I'm blind.
I'm already late. I didn't have time to look at.
Yeah, I have speed limit blindness. It's actually like, no, yeah, just say you're colorblind and that the white and the black just mix together. I can't read road signs.
Yeah.
I think when they come and give you, when they ask you how fast were you going, and you
Do you tell
whatever.
the truth or not?
I usually, God, I was maybe 40. Again, it's all about transparency for me. But typically, they'll ask if I want to come back and have them prove that I was going that fast. I wonder if anyone ever is like, yeah, prove it. Prove that I was
I'm
going 40.
sure.
Show you the radar gun. You go back, show you the radar gun. I should try that next time.
Yeah, and then you can start talking baseball radar guns
Oh,
and maybe
yeah.
get them distracted.
Mhm.
Next
There
thing
you
you
go.
know, he's like, you know
Yeah.
what? You're not too bad of a guy.
Yeah.
Did you really throw 90 back in the day
Yeah.
from submarine position?
God, last time I saw 90 on a radar gun was back in college.
Last time I saw 90 was actually you a few minutes ago.
Chasing me down.
Yeah.
I was in a pickle.
No, it wasn't. It just started to.
No, I think
No.
that's a swing and a miss, man. Maybe just like, yes. Are you sure that thing's working? You might want to put it in rice.
No.
You tried turning it on and turning it off and turning it back on.
He does that. It races up the speed. It's like, see, you didn't get me.
You could maybe be like, hey, I've always wanted to know how fast I can run. You want to? I'm gonna run back to my car. Will you just radar me?
Sure.
He's like,
Let's drive away.
it was 9. You were going 9 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? You just turn that thing off, turn it back on.
You just run to the car and leave. That's
Yeah. There you go. That's how you get away. It's like the I'll time you trick, but in reverse. Time me. I'm gonna run around the car. And you shoot me radar.
Yeah.
With radar.
Yeah. He shoots you with a tase gun because he thinks you're running from it.
We got a runner.
Fucking your head just connects square with your bumper.
Trailer.
Yeah, we're gonna have to send that one a Ford too. Fucking faulty bumper.
Yeah. You're just fucking laying on the ground tased and your car is just doing the when there's like a kid behind the car.
I'll get him a $50 ticket.
Your head just goes straight into the bumper, and you're like, well, now we got to go to the veterinarian hospital and the regular hospital. I'm concussed.
Can the vet do a 2-for-1?
Yeah. You're like, also, I'm going to need that body cam footage. This is going to be a great TikTok. What is up, you guys? What's up, YouTube? I just fucking got tased by the cops, but I was running 12 miles an hour.
Sorry for the late post. I have time blindness.
Yeah. Meant to get this up an hour ago. Time blindness. Also,
Still a little
I had to
foggy
feed
from the tase.
I'm still coming down from my tasing earlier. Also, my dog's been shitting everywhere. I had to accidentally give him chocolate.
Guys, don't buy trail mix.
So I would say that might be the easiest way to get out of a ticket.
Might miss your tea time. But...
It might be a little late. Might have to settle for the back nine.
Or you just call the golf course and just have the golf course on the line while the cop's talking to you. He's like, yeah, Miles pulled over. You're going to be a little late for the tea time. Yeah, we'll bump him back one.
Could also invite the cop to play.
Yeah, you could.
Oh, that's good.
You guys say, you can just play out of my bag today.
Oh, man.
Easy peasy.
Got that done. On to our next question.
Yeah. Trist in my Gregor asks, top 3 reasons to flip someone the bird.
Top 3 reasons to flip someone the bird. Ryan, you got experience with this.
Really?
You're driving back from Lincoln, Nebraska, your favorite city in the world.
Oh,
yeah, what was the deal there again?
You tell us.
Somebody was on, it was icy. Somebody like cut you off. You had a kid in the back.
Oh yeah. That was...
You're driving fast. I think that's what it was.
I was driving. Yeah, if I'm driving fast and someone else isn't, they're getting the bird. Because you have to acclimate to how I'm
So
driving.
slow drivers is your number 1.
No, I'd say that's probably my number 3. But they got to do something stupid in traffic in order to get the bird. I would say my number 1 reason to flip someone the bird is when they're trying to merge into my lane when traffic's already backed up and they pick the smallest opening of all time.
So when you get zippered?
Yeah, they don't know how to correctly zipper into the line.
Well, doesn't that fall on you?
Am I supposed to slow down though? That's the thing.
Depends if it's at the end or not.
Also, what if they're speeding up on the left lane, knowing that they damn well have to get into the right lane and they're just hoping someone's going to
Well, technically, you're supposed to stay in both lanes as long as you possibly can.
Okay.
Zipper.
Okay, so maybe I've just been flipping
the wrong birds.
Yeah.
Flipping birds unwarranted.
I'm not really a bird flipper. I don't know. For a guy who gets pretty passionate and get pretty mad, I don't get that mad on the road, to be honest.
That's good.
So I don't know if I'd flip anyone the bird. Unless they were doing something really dumb.
Like a hit and run situation.
Instead of a bird guy, I'm more of a 2 hands up in the air.
Sure.
I feel like that is more, because like you flip someone the bird, they're like, oh, that guy was mad. But if you do the 2 hand up, like, what the fuck are you doing? They're like, God, I'm an idiot. Right. Whereas if you do the bird, it looks badly on you.
Yeah.
2-handed up in the air is like, yeah, I'm an idiot. I just ran that red light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
I've probably only flipped the bird 2 or 3 times in my entire life. It's got to be pretty drastic. You got to be like almost running into me for you to deserve it.
Do you do both hands or one hand?
Well, I keep one hand on the wheel at all times, so I only do one hand.
Gotcha.
I usually, if I'm going to do the double-handed up, I take both knees.
On the steering wheel.
Both knees. And I cup the steering wheel with my legs.
You're like
and I do one of those.
Yeah.
So you can't even see my face. It's just my arms in the air.
Yeah, that's a good.
Looks like I'm giving birth. Just so I can make sure I have control of the steering wheel at all times.
Yeah. It's like the adductor machine. You're just squeezing the wheel.
Yeah.
Getting them hips fired. Yep.
Completely worth it.
When I know that
Doesn't really work that well when you're on a roundabout because to try and steer with your knees like that, not great.
No, it's not great at all. Especially if you miss your turn, you have to go around again. Then you're just like fatigued at that point. If I
Full body workout just to give someone the double hands in the air.
Yeah. If I'm like at a red light and I don't see right away that it turns green and someone behind me honks, I start going and maybe they want to come up and pass me, whatever. If they're super pissed off and they throw their hands up, whatever, I mean, that's not that big of a deal, right? It's a couple seconds. I'll look over at them, I'll smile, and I'll wave. I'll go like this.
How often are you doing that?
Probably like once every quarter.
4 times a year.
Probably 4 times a year.
Probably 1, 2, 3,
But it's like,
4 times a year.
It's not a huge deal. So I just like, I try and be as happy as I possibly can.
I actually had a guy do that to me twice. He was in front of me. And again, when the light turns green, it may be 1.5 seconds that they're sitting there, but it feels like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
He did that at light, and I was like, okay. We got to the next light, and he did the exact same thing. Usually, if you are in that situation and you look up and there's that little mini panic, you're like, all right, I can focus up at the next light. Motherfucker did it again. That was maybe a bird flipping occurrence, but I held my finger.
That's good.
I've grown.
That's restraint. Yeah. That's good restraint.
So when somebody's slow at the stoplight ahead of you, how many seconds do you wait to like honk at them?
I'm going to wait like a full 5 seconds.
Yeah, same.
It's got to be a while. Yeah, it's got to be a 1, 2, 3.
3 seconds.
4.
I'm
on the
going
4th
3.
beat, I'm laying on that thing.
I will say though, I got the auto stop in my pickup, not to brag.
Not to brag.
It takes probably a second and a half for that to like your truck to start back up again. Because you can't just take your foot off the brake and hit the gas right away.
But the thing is it's not about how long it actually takes you to get going. It's about when your brake lights go off.
Yeah.
So if they see your brake lights coming off and it takes you an extra second, they don't care because it feels like movement.
Yeah.
But if you got those red lights glaring at you when there's a green light up front, that's when people start getting real ornery.
If I'm sitting next to someone at a traffic light and they're like texting on their phone or whatever, I'll just let my foot off the brake and like inch forward a little bit to make them panic and think like, oh fuck, the light's green. So then they'll look up real quick and they'll maybe inch. They're like, God damn it.
It's a good move.
Got you.
T-shirt guy. Classic T-shirt guy prank.
Yeah, I'm just pulling pranks on the road.
Hardly driving.
Just keeping it lighthearted.
Jared, I feel like you would never flip the bird.
I really haven't, no.
Oh,
yeah.
Not that type.
That's good. We need guys like you, Jared.
Yeah. Carson Lang Lois, I don't know, Langlois asks.
Lang Luis.
There you go.
Carson Lang Louise.
How long do you wait to tell the driver you have to pee? Wait till it hurts or give lots of notice?
Jake, why don't you answer this for me? What do I usually do? Because Jake's usually driving.
Yeah, there's absolutely no in between when it comes to you. It's either I've got an hour in advance and you're super like passive aggressive. You'll be like, hey man, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, sweet. How bad is it? Is it like
that's not passive aggressive at all?
No, you'll be like, this is your answer though. I'll go, so should I stop right now or should I stop in 30 miles? You'd be like, well, I don't know. I mean, just figure it out. You'll be good.
Because I'm trying not to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I know. But then what you really mean is that you should probably pull over right now. Find the soonest one.
Yeah.
And I've since learned that.
I will also look at the GPS to gauge, like, if we're 15 miles from a turn, I'll hold it. But if it's going to be 50 miles on the same road, I'm like, hey, let's pull over as soon as we can.
Yeah, break up the monotony a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then on the other hand, sometimes you're just like, next exit, let's go right now.
Yeah.
Which is nice because there's no charades about it,
Yeah.
Is Is a pee break, is that a group, is that a kind of a group decision on a road trip, or is it an individual decision?
It is nice once in a while that's like you just throw out like a, hey, I could pee if someone else had to.
Yeah. Yeah, I could probably pee in 15, 20 minutes. All right, perfect.
Yeah. Someone
The
from
worst
the
part
backseat
about-
chimes in,
The worst part about agreeing to a waiting period for peeing in the car is you now are only thinking about that you have to pee for that next 20 minutes. So you
Yeah.
now suddenly have to pee more rather than if you'd have just been like, yeah, whenever is convenient.
Yep. You got to throw that question out early. That's got to be well in advance.
It seems like you're driving over more rivers at that point than,
Yeah.
than usual.
Rivers.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of North Dakota. There's a waterfall. What the fuck?
Dams.
Yeah.
It starts raining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's people like hand watering their lawn with their hose.
Yep.
Like, fuck.
Driving by farms getting irrigated at the time.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus.
Yep.
Got to put the blinders on.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
of a sudden, it's like TLC comes on the radio. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Yeah.
Hey,
Listen to some AM radio.
Luke Combs, when it rains, it pours. It's just like, what? Did you curate this for this
Yeah.
moment? What's going on?
Yeah, the culverts are just running wild.
What about you, Ryan?
What was the question?
How
How long?
long do you wait to tell the driver you have to pee?
I'll probably give like a good 30-minute warning.
Yeah.
Hey, has anyone got to pee? Like if we stop like 30 minutes to pee.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, I like it to be a group decision. If I'm stopping the vehicle just myself because I have to pee, then I feel bad. Because then we're probably gonna have to stop to eat or to get gas like 20 minutes down the road. So why not just wait that long?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can kill 3 birds with one stone: food, gas, and piss all at one time. Time that out.
FGP.
Yeah. FGP. So
Yeah, I need an FGP right now.
yeah, I'll give you about 15, 20 minutes. Try and sync it up though with a gas fill.
It's always the worst too when it's like, hey, maybe we could stop to pee. I gotta go, and then it's like, well, can you wait like 30 minutes because we're almost to the here, and it's like, fuck it, no.
No, I can't.
But then you like feel bad saying that, well, no, we gotta pull over in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If it's an emergency, I think an exit is fine. But if it's a group decision, you can stop at a rest stop.
Oh yeah, if it's nighttime, you just pull over on the exit for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Daytime, you gotta, I don't know.
Why does it seem like whenever you stop at an exit to piss, there's always 10 cars right behind you? Every single time. I just try to start pissing. There's a car coming behind me. I can't.
It's very panicky.
I'm distracted now. Yeah.
It's the hardest piss you'll ever take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that road may have never been traveled that entire day until then.
All of a
So
sudden,
dumb.
like the military convoy drives by.
Yeah, there's actually like a funeral processional or whatever they call it.
Jesus Christ.
Just my luck.
100 cars.
You're doing the
Or you pull the classic you open the front door and the back door to kind of like
Yep.
give you a little bit of your own changing room or your own piss room.
Yeah, and you got to tell whoever's in the car to not look,
Yeah, they don't.
even though you know they're not going to.
Yeah.
Hey, don't be peeking. You could maybe do, if there's a funeral procession going on right there, you could just kneel down and pretend to check the tire. But then you run the risk of one of them pulling over and helping you change the tire. So now you are caught in this lie again to where you have to just put the spare tire on.
Yeah.
Put the spare tire on, even though the tire is completely good. And at the next exit, you have to put the other tire back on.
And
All
you have
because you had to take a
yeah.
piss.
And you have to cut your piss off like mid-flow because this guy's
Yeah.
coming down the tire. Yeah, sometimes I'll just like go no-handed to make it look like I'm like checking the mirror or something.
Oh yeah, or like pretending you're on the phone.
Yeah, do one of these.
The phone. That's a good one. The old no-hander. Because I mean, out in nature, it doesn't matter. It can go wherever.
Yeah.
You're not aiming at a toilet bowl.
Mm-hmm.
The world is a toilet bowl at that point.
The poor
So.
grass and asphalt.
Yeah. It's a good one.
What else you got, Jared?
Do you want to take a break?
I'll do one more.
Okay. Brandon the Brander asks,
Great name.
how many times can you play the same song on a road trip?
Max 2.
Really?
Well, okay. Like,
mean-
what's the context? If it's like, all right, this new song dropped, everyone in the car loves it. I think you still only play it twice.
Probably, yeah. Because the odds of everyone liking it the same amount is pretty slim.
Depends on the road trip, how long it is.
Yeah.
Like if it's an 8-hour road trip, I think you can play it 4 times. You get away with that.
Once every 2
Really?
hours.
Yeah, I think you can get away with that.
That's a high frequency. I guess that is kind of how the radio does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a good song.
If I'm super high on a song at a certain time, and I'm
super
like
high.
maybe like I'm going on a solo road trip.
Oh, solo road trip is
Infinite.
way
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
You could play that shit on
20.
repeat the entire time.
20 to 30 times maybe.
I know you do that.
Oh yeah, all the time. I mean, that's with any song. I'll play a song until I can't listen to it anymore.
Mm-hmm. And then it's in your head for an extra 2 days.
Yep. But people in the car are usually I don't know. 2 is probably a good number.
You got to play it so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this song. And then when it comes back around, you're like, well, you guys, let's just play it one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like chill. It's chill as fuck to play it again.
Yeah. This is the last time we'll listen to this one.
Yeah.
And then you listen to it again, like, oh, I was just on the playlist. That was an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
Same playlist.
I guess it's already 10 seconds in. We might as well just listen to it, right?
Yeah.
I am driving, so I can
Yeah.
control it.
Yeah.
I don't want to get distracted. I know this song, and if I listen to a song I don't know, it'll be distracting for me.
Yeah. I'm a creature of habit. I need this song now.
That's actually a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't play any new music. I'll get distracted.
Creature of habit. We'll play the same album over and over again.
It's like an EP that's got like 4 songs on it.
It's like a total of like 17 minutes
Yeah.
for the entire album.
Yeah, I'd play some other music, but this is just one that I know.
Yeah.
There is also, if I'm in control of the aux cord on a road trip, I'm listening to songs I don't ever listen to just to try and keep it fresh.
Yeah. Big time.
Because the last thing you want is a stigma of you only listen to like 4 songs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want that. You want to have a complete music palette.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'll maybe like throw my workout playlist on if I'm driving by myself, but nobody else wants to listen to that.
Hit the floor.
Yeah.
Let the bodies hit the.
I mean, nobody else nobody else is trying to throw their head through a wall during this road trip
Right.
if we're in a group setting. So
And if you're driving safe.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you just throw on a safe one is country radio hits.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think to circle back, it's also have a playlist ready of songs that no one would ever listen to. And when the cop asks why you were speeding, just say, sorry, I was distracted. I've never heard these songs before.
Yeah,
Could you have it?
Yeah.
creature.
If I had been listening to this other song that's a bop that I know, I would have been paying more attention. I apologize
Yeah.
for that.
I was listening to. I got your back to the Luke Combs fan thing. I was listening to Luke Combs cover of Fast Car, and I just couldn't help myself. The foot went down on the pedal, and here I am going 90 miles an hour in a 65.
Sorry, I accidentally got on the Fast and Furious soundtrack and I just had lead footism. I have lead foot disorder when I listen to the soundtrack of Fast and Furious,
Yeah,
and I apologize, but that's a disorder that I have.
and he may be a Fast and Furious fan. Who knows?
Mhm.
He may have seen all 10 so far.
And double whammy if he's bald.
Yeah,
The cop is bald, you know he's a Fast and Furious fan.
Mhm. He's family at that point.
yeah. If
Yeah.
he's bald and he takes the ditch to turn back around and
And
pull
then
you over.
after that, the final thing you can try is just like, you're really going to give a ticket to family?
That
I
is
have a
good.
family to feed.
Yeah. 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 There's options for sure.
Yeah.
Well, should we take a break?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll take a break.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
hunting season's just around the corner.
Soon.
I might have to break out the old Mossbergs out of the safe and start cleaning them up.
Get them a little oily,
Oil them up.
kind of like like an oily back massage.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
If you really think about it like
I mean,
that.
they deserve to be oiled up and massaged as well.
Just like you.
Correct.
When was the last time you got oiled up and massaged like a Mossberg shotgun?
Good question.
Probably last time I got a massage 2 years ago.
I got a massage on my honeymoon. And I tell you what, I was laying there and I told the lady, I go, this feels like, now I know how my Mossberg shotgun feels.
She's like, oh my God, sir.
Oh my God, I don't know how to take that. That sounds bad, but I don't think it is.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no way you could have got that on the plane, right? I'm safe. Yeah, I'm safe.
Just smile and nod.
Yeah.
No, God. Now I'm going to have a completely different attitude oiling up my guns.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more of a caress feel to the cleaning the guns.
Yeah, you give it like a circular motion. You're just working out the kinks.
Put some spa music on.
Yeah.
That's
Dim
actually
the lights, maybe get a diffuser going.
Yeah.
And then just long strokes on that barrel.
Yeah.
Just stroking that barrel up and down. Steady, slow, massaging.
Yep.
Oil that baby up.
Yeah.
Then you're going to really have your gun ready for hunting season.
Yeah. If it's a double barrel, you got just one barrel at a time. Just focus on one barrel at a time.
Yeah. Ann's like, Miles, what are you doing in the basement? And I'm like, I'm stroking my barrel. My Mossberg barrel, honey.
And then
get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah. The grand finale. You throw the snake through the through the barrel and you whistle that thing straight through.
Right through there.
You've
and
never
it just
seen
explodes out the tip of that gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've never seen a cleaner barrel before.
Yeah.
A cleaner tube.
Yeah. I like it when you get a little bit of extra residue on there.
Yeah.
You get to wipe it down after.
Yeah. A freshly cleaned Mossberg barrel is like me after 4 shots of espresso in the morning.
I did not know where you're going with that. So guys, if you would like to have an intimate relationship with your Mossberg, go to mossberg.com and pick one up. All right, guys. Ryan, I just thought of something.
Yep. Go on.
We were talking about how to get out of a ticket with a cop. Before you do your road trip, you got to go to Holiday gas stations and you got to pick up a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit for yourself.
Get a spare.
And get a spare.
Yep.
And get one of those little like zip things that keeps it warm too. You can't be giving the cop a cold egg and cheese biscuit.
No, or you turn the seat heater on.
Seat heater on in the little warmer.
Yep.
And just in case. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't know a cop to turn out a sausage, egg, and bacon,
egg, and cheese biscuit.
Well, no, because if he knows you spent your hard work and money on that.
Yeah.
He's not going to give you a ticket.
Yeah. And, bribing the cop with a 20 is frowned upon.
Yeah.
But sandwiches?
Yeah.
The evidence is gone in 2 minutes after he mouths that thing down.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows? Maybe he was late, blindness, missed breakfast that morning.
Yeah. He's just been out on the road all day.
Yep.
I bet he's worked up quite an appetite. And you are a savior. And you can't give someone a ticket if they've gone through Holiday gas stations and have an extra sandwich on them.
No. That's actually a great idea. Just in case.
Emergency bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit from Holiday gas stations.
So then 2 things happen. Number 1, you get out of a ticket. Or number 2, you get to your destination and you just have an extra
sandwich.
And who doesn't want that?
Yeah. And if you're still too full, you can give it to someone else. Everyone likes the guy who hands out extra breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah. You're winning.
Yeah.
After that.
I just don't see a downside.
There isn't.
So go to Holiday gas stations. Don't pass gas.
Nope.
Turn on in. Get yourself 2 sausage, egg, and bacon cheese biscuits.
Bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits. And have yourself a day. All right, Jared.
Mm-hmm.
We're back, baby. What else you got for us?
Giant Deck asks. when
Jared liked that one.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and he's read it 4 times already.
Yeah.
Gets funnier. When is the best time to fill up the tank? I.e., when it reaches a quarter or when you're 30 miles to empty?
Ryan, I'll let you go first.
I mean, I'm almost sucking that baby dry.
Yeah.
I'm getting, so it gets, vehicles are different. Sometimes below 40 miles left to go, it'll just say low. And sometimes it's like 30 miles or below, it'll start to say low. I don't fill up until it says low. And even then, if I'm just in town for another day or two, I mean, I can go another 10 miles before I actually have to fill up.
Well, and the worst thing that they did on these modern vehicles is they tell you exactly how many miles you have to
Correct.
empty.
Yeah.
There's been some times I've gotten down to like 5 miles still empty. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I don't fucking care.
Yeah. 100%.
But if I'm on a road trip and a dinger goes off for 50 miles, because that's what mine does, we'll fill that sucker up.
Yeah.
Now, in my experience in the last 2 weeks, if it were up to Jake, we'd fill up every 15 miles. On my truck, I swear to God, 3/4 of a tank in there. And we pull into a gas station to pee or get a snack or something. And he's like, "You want me to fill up with gas?" I'm like, "No, we only have 50 miles left in the trip. And there's 350 miles left on the truck."
So 50 miles left to the destination or back home?
Even just the destination, it would be, we could do the whole tank.
So I would say to your destination, it is not a bad idea to fill up once you get there. So when you leave, you have a completely full tank when you leave.
Not if it doesn't, not if you're 300 miles, if you're 290 miles away.
Yeah, you got 350 left, then no reason. No reason at all.
We're coming back from Wisconsin. We ended up in a patch that was like 35 miles long of no gas stations. And because we chose not to fill up, the 50 miles left light came on and we were cutting it so fucking close afterwards.
We had like 15 miles.
I mean, 15 miles is...
Have you ever walked 15 miles?
No.
You know how long that is?
That's more than a half marathon.
Yeah.
People should get...
We had a full half marathon left.
I mean, I was white knuckling on the steering wheel.
I know,
thought we
that's-
were going to run out.
I know that's because you're not completely at ease with low gas levels like I am. I just let go and let God. You ever heard the song by Carrie Underwood that says, "Jesus, take the wheel"?
You're right. I should have applied
Jesus,
that to my
take
life.
the gas gauge
Yeah.
is the new version. Jake, you got to be completely at ease behind the wheel like I am.
I mean, I was relaxed. I just, 15 miles left and 10 miles to go is cutting it awfully close.
I would say that there are maybe, but main routes that people travel on, it's hard to go 15 miles without seeing a gas station.
Big time. Even just like out in bumfuck nowhere with just gas pumps.
Yeah, if you're like on a 2-laner in the middle of nowhere, then maybe you gotta be worried about it.
Which is the situation we were in.
We were not in that situation.
Well, I think we were.
No. I was completely at ease too, because if we would have ran out of gas, Jake would have been the one walking to get it anyways. So.
That's why he was... I was just going to say, that's why he
now I
wanted
get
to
why he was white knuckling it. He was thinking about his dogs barking later. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that,
And all he had was his fucking Hey Dude shoes on. Not great arch support for walking a half marathon to the gas station and back.
No, and if you're on a highway too, I'm probably taking the ditch in the. If I'm walking a highway, I'm probably walking in the ditch. I'm not gonna fuck with the shoulder and risk getting hit. Someone going 75 miles an hour. I'm taking it. Dude shoes are not great for ditch walking.
Yeah. You gotta wear your hiking boots next time you drive, Jake.
You're not walking in the ditch, Jarrett?
No.
I'm walking on the gravel and the grass between the road and the ditch.
Yeah, that's the move.
It's such a hardo move.
That'd
He's
be
like-
miserable.
No, he's just treating it like a fucking Tough Mudder. He's weaving in and out of the farm next to it underneath the barbed wire fence.
Oh, he's like, electric fence. I've seen this before.
Yeah. Fucking bring it on. The only way I know how to go 15 miles is through barbed wire electric fence.
Let me take my shirt off.
Yeah, there's like maybe a slough in between. I'll go right through the slough.
Fucking hard charge.
Yeah.
It's like 5 miles to get gas.
Yeah.
You're just completely muddy at the gas station.
I'm just trying to find
sopping wet, muddy, cuts everywhere, and his hair is sticking straight up because he got electrocuted. And you're like, what the fuck happened in those 5 miles?
I'm just looking for something to jump off of too. I have to jump from high down to low and somewhere.
Yeah, he walks to the gas station, but he's on the side of the building that's not have the gas stuff, so he has to climb the building, go over it, climb the ladder.
As part of the journey, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I would answer that.
Your phone's there. Like, can I post this? Can I charge my phone and post this to Instagram?
Yeah, you ask the gas station attendant if he can take a photo of you, and you hold up the number 1 with your gas tank covered in mud.
Yeah.
Oh, my phone.
Number 1 meeting like 1 more gallon till we would have made it. 1 more gallon of gas. We'd have made it.
All right. Definitely not Dylan asks. When you stop for fast food, are you eating inside the parking lot or on the road?
I don't remember a road trip we didn't eat on the road. Very rarely will we go into the restaurant and saddle up.
Last time we did would have been the Vikings-Packers game. We stopped in Wisconsin, right across the border. Stopped and had pizza.
Oh, pizza. Yeah, in Hudson.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some time to kill.
Yes, we did. We set up for the road trip podcast.
Yep.
It's fitting.
Yeah, we were setting up. Yeah. So I would say you got to eat in the car. And
I agree.
I think you got to question people who say that you can't eat in their car.
I agree.
I mean, what's going to happen?
I think it's mostly boomers that say that.
Yeah. You're going to get salt in the carpet. And it's like, well, I just got sand in there from stepping in the gravel and into your truck. What's the difference?
Right. I've been shitting my pants on this cloth seat for the last 380 miles.
I launched 150 farts into this seat, and you're worried about a little salt on the carpet.
Yeah.
Little grease on the steering wheel. Come on, my guy.
Yeah. There's cigarette burns on the center console from fucking 1999. And you're worried about a little salt you're worried about a crispy fry dropping in between the center console and the seat.
Oh, okay. Next question. If you guys drop a fry between the seats, are you picking it up or no?
No,
I am not either.
Until it gets detailed that I ain't picking.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's always fun to see what you find. Usually it's a water bottle cap, maybe some change.
At least a fry.
At least one fry.
And it's a McDonald's fry and it's not decomposed at all.
Yeah, it still looks good.
Yep.
You're like, fuck, if I throw this in the air fryer, it might be all right.
I usually have a couple cashews down there. It's a good like road trip snack.
Yeah, when
me.
you're doing the jingle with your hand with the nuts in there, one sneaks out once in a while.
Yep.
I also usually have a spent sunflower seed down there as well.
Yep.
And honestly, out of sight, out of mind. I don't worry about what's in between the seats.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But
I actually will go out of my way to not look so I don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But do you ever drop your phone down in between the seat and center console and you can't get it? So it's like you're like, well, now I gotta wait till I stop. If you're on a road trip, I'm pulling over and stopping to get that at that point.
I wonder how many accidents happen a year of people trying to grab their phone in between the seats.
Yeah, or if it's plugged into the USB and you drop it and you like slowly lift it up so the USB doesn't come out.
Yeah,
And then the last half second it falls off.
that falls back in there.
That's the worst. God.
I hate it when you reach your hand down there and you touch something that feels gross. And
Kinda gooey.
Yeah.
You pull your hand up and you don't even look at it. You just wipe it on your pants.
Yeah. Or I'll wipe it like I'll wipe it on like the underneath my WeatherTechs on like that cloth part.
Yeah.
I'll just wipe it because out of sight, out of mind. I don't
Or
see
right
that.
in between your legs on the front of the seat.
Yeah.
Just wipe it there. I bet that's grosser than a toilet. The front of the seat.
Yeah, it's fucking grosser than underneath a sixth grader's desk.
Yeah, you maybe get a bat in the cave. You pick it out of there. It goes right on the front of the seat.
Yeah, and if I don't have,
No one ever is gonna see it
no,
unless someone's down there messing with the pedals and happen to look back at the seat. No one's seeing that. I bet it's the grossest place in a car.
Skip work.
Mine go on the WeatherTech. I put them. I just because if I don't have any napkins in my truck and I have like a, If it's a snotty one, it's going right on the weather tags. So- and then I'm wiping it, and then I'm, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Mm.
Don't even
So-
gotta worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You also see a lot of pennies down. between
Yeah.
the seats. A lot of Lincolns.
Maybe I usually have like 1 or 2 golf tees. I don't know
Oh,
how
yeah.
they get there, but
That's a good one.
yeah.
That's about it, though.
I wonder how many fries a year Americans lose to the
Yeah.
crack in the seat
Is it like
in their car.
like 4,200 large fries?
I bet
Could be
even more than that.
accumulated.
Yeah. Oh, like the whole
Yeah.
bouquet.
Yeah. Could be accumulated underneath people's driver's seats. Because passenger seat, I think you can grab it. I think you
I'm not grabbing it.
even as a passenger.
No. If it's not my car, I will.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like if Jake's driving and I'm in my truck, that thing's fucking staying there.
True. Yeah.
Let's see. Jesse Love asks, "What is the car that you hate to see on the road?"
I think any of those smart cars, the 2-seaters,
Oh, the really small ones.
the really small ones.
Those are the worst.
I hate seeing those. I hate seeing it's a car called the Cube.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
the Nissan Cube.
Yeah.
It's like a normal, like it'd be fine if they just had made it normal, but then they have the one pane of glass on the back that's a curved
yeah.
piece of glass. I hate that curved piece of glass. And it was like everyone hated the Scion back in the day, like just the square box.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was like, okay, not great looking, but it doesn't piss me off until they came up with the Cube. They're like, oh, everyone loves buying Scions. Let's make it even. And then they did the curved corner. Might be different if there was 2 curved corners.
Yeah.
Why'd they do that?
I don't know. The cube cars are the fucking worst.
It's probably-
What's arguably worse than that, in my mind, is the PT Cruiser. I don't know why. I saw one the other day, and they don't make those anymore. Correct?
No, they're done.
I mean, if you're still driving a PT Cruiser,
You kind of have to respect it, though.
but do you? It's just the design of the car.
I love how, like,
Yeah.
if you'd never seen a PT Cruiser before and you hear the name PT Cruiser, you're like, this car is sick.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck, I want a PT Cruiser.
Yep.
And then we got a PT Cruiser out back if you want to take a look. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Is that a sports car? What is that? Is it maybe like an old, like one you can throw the seats back and is it a convertible?
Mm-hmm.
They pull up that thing. You're like so disappointed.
Yeah, your
It's
teeth
the
start to
worst.
itch.
Yeah.
They do have PT Cruiser convertibles.
That sounds sick.
I have seen those.
Yeah.
I like the ones with wood paneling.
Maybe one of the worst cars ever
Yeah.
made. PT Cruiser wood paneling.
What model is that? Or like who made that?
Chrysler.
Interesting.
So long live the Cruiser, the
Mhm.
PT. What does PT stand for? You should Google it.
Oh, you got Jake or me? I can do it.
What does PT Cruiser
guys,
stand for?
PT Cruiser.
Personal transport.
Personal transport.
That is so fucking lame.
Personal transportation cruiser.
Personal transport cruiser.
God, those are ugly.
That is such a bad name. I'm glad they went with PT.
It's kind of the mix of like a stubby Honda Pilot and a Volkswagen Bug.
So,
You know what I mean?
it's just like the ugly black bumper
Yeah.
on the front is just such a bad look. And they never did it in any cool colors. You never saw a black.
No.
You never saw a black PT Cruiser going around.
Yeah. PT.
Look
Do
at every single one: purple,
Ooh.
blue,
Ooh.
red, flames. Where are the white and black PT Cruisers?
There's
Orange,
a black lifted one.
red.
God.
Where is the black and what?
It's like a Pope mobile.
What the?
It's an extravagant Chrysler PT Cruiser. Could be yours for $37K.
7,000.
Oh yeah, and then they came out with the PT Cruiser pickup.
Oh,
just ugly,
man.
just bad.
honestly, it looks better than the normal PT Cruiser,
Yeah, maybe
but I ain't saying much.
it's just tough. But great marketing by them.
I mean, people bought them.
I would.
I'd have named that one.
I'd roll up in a PT Cruiser stretch limo. I would.
Yeah, anything stretched out is fine.
Yeah.
Fine in my book.
Mm-hmm.
I'd roll up in a stretch limo smart car.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a wood paneling for you, Ryan.
God.
Yeah.
Look at the
Roof
back
rack.
wheel.
Yeah, the
It's
bed.
unbelievable.
Yikes! What a time! What
Yeah.
a time!
Love it. Let's see. Richard B. Dragon asks, Mossberg to the cranium. You have to get rid of one: air conditioning, radio, or the seats to be replaced with the pine that T-shirt guy rode. 6-hour drive midsummer.
Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
what was the last one?
Or the seats to be replaced with the pine that T-shirt guy rode.
Well,
I
one,
didn't
the pine.
ride pine.
The pine is gonna be nice because there's gonna be like kind of a butt indent in it. So I think I keep those. Wait, it's one that I could.
Or the seats to be replaced with the pine that T-shirt guy rode.
I know what's the original question though.
You have to get rid of one: air conditioning, radio.
I have to get rid of one. I think I get rid of the radio.
Yeah, you gotta keep AC.
You have to.
You
keep
have
AC.
to keep AC.
My entire life revolves around where can I get to the next AC. If I step right now, it's 95 degrees out. If I step foot outside, it's where's the closest AC I can get
We should
to.
start an app that has
Yeah.
AC near me.
AC. near me. Drop a pin.
Yeah.
You can rate what kind of AC it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a dry AC if you're looking for that. Maybe more of a humid one if you're having sinus issues.
Now, what's more
Is it
important?
central air? Is it a wall unit?
Mm-hmm. Somebody's apartment.
Yeah. Knock on the door. Hey, I heard you got a nice wall unit in here. It says so on the app.
I'm just gonna stand in here for an hour until I can find
Yeah.
another one.
You could rent it out like $1 a minute or $1 an hour or something.
Airbnb.
Yeah.
Airbnb. Yeah. It's yeah.
Yep. You could even go like,
Yeah.
is there any walk-in coolers around me? I could maybe just go stand in for 10 minutes.
Air CNC, air conditioning and comfort.
Is there any beer caves near me?
Where's the nearest beer cave? Well, you need to pick up some beer. Well, yeah, but also it's hot out.
There's a motherfucker outside.
Yeah, I'm actually only 20. I'm just cooling off right now. I promise. I'm not going to drink beers back here.
I had a buddy in college whose AC went out, and instead of getting it fixed, he just rolled around with the windows down.
Windows down. Windows down.
And it's like, I get it, you're a poor college student, but I think I'd rather not have some of the other stuff in college than roll around without AC.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
How about what's more important, AC or cruise control? Let's say you lived 500 miles away.
AC.
Really?
You can't not have AC.
My buddy, one of my teammates in college, he had, I don't remember, it was like a little Chevy, little tiny Chevy car. It was a manual with no AC and no cruise control. And he lived in Portland, Oregon. And he would drive it back home after school was over, and then he'd drive it back to school when
Oof, that's
school was
far.
starting. No cruise control and no AC for, I don't know how many miles it is, 1,200.
That's like a 20-hour drive.
Yep, 20 hours. Spot on the dot.
Disastrous.
Good Lord.
Imagine how stressed your ankle would be.
Yeah.
Think of how ornery you'd get. If I get in the heat,
Yeah.
Order.
if I'm in a car, I think they've like done social experiments that in order to get a group of people riled up and have a mob mentality, all you got to do is cut the AC and everyone just starts losing their mind.
I could get behind that.
Like, think about on this podcast when the AC wasn't working.
Yeah.
We were losing our mind.
It was a battlefield for sure.
They're all yelling at each other.
Yeah. The sore ankle is bearable in the AC.
Yeah, I would rather make a 20-hour drive straight without stopping to sleep than having no AC.
Mm-hmm. Especially midsummer.
You start to get sleepy when it gets, a little bit warm, cozy
Yeah.
in there.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
Just a hot box.
What about you, Jared?
Well, I mean, I mean, my Chevy Cruze did not have air conditioning or cruise control for a while. So I did speak from experience with that.
And which one did you want back first?
Air conditioning.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh my God.
Yep.
The cruise control you get used to after a while.
For sure.
Yeah.
Your ankle doesn't really hurt. So
Yeah. So just stop being a fucking pussy, Ryan. Is what I heard. This generation's so soft.
We didn't even have.
This generation's so soft. We say we can't go without AC.
And now we have AC seats.
Yeah.
And like AC, maybe when you're just if you ever slept somewhere where it's hot, trying to fall asleep in a hot room is the worst.
The worst.
I can't do it.
Virtually impossible.
And the worst part is like, I remember we used to rent a cabin on a lake growing up, and it would get like that in the bedroom we had to sleep in. And we'd be like, Mom, I'm hot. And every single time, we'll just lay still. It'll cool off. So now you're just trying to not move. You got no sheets on.
No covers. Just skibbies.
And you just have to sit there and lay still.
Yeah.
You ever have to do that? Your mom ever tell you that?
No.
Just lay still.
Sleeping on the top bunk, though, is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Hot up there.
It's so hot. Yeah. Top bunk, no AC.
Yeah.
Yeah. You better be really still.
And if it's a lower ceiling, it's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like in a camper or something.
Yep. Ice house, same thing.
Yeah. I do not like that.
Mm-mm.
You got another one for us, Jared?
Jimmy Legs 69420 asks, if you run into a huge thunderstorm, are you pulling off to the side of the road, or are you putting the hazards on and powering through it?
Jake, why are you laughing?
Because one time you and I, we were in Nashville. It was you, me, and Tyler, and
I knew he was going to bring this up.
we were driving to Bristol, Tennessee, and the first hour of us leaving Nashville quite literally flash flooded.
It wasn't that bad.
14 people died from that storm, Miles.
It wasn't that bad.
14 people died. I had 20 feet of visibility in front of the truck, and I'm going 55 miles an hour because you're sitting in the passenger seat going, "You're fine. You can keep driving." I was slowing down. You're like, "What the fuck are you slowing down for?"
Well, it's like, what, a 5-hour drive? I'm like, we're gonna miss the race.
Dude, literally, the race got canceled because of the flash flood. All of Tennessee had like 3 inches of standing water across the whole fucking state.
What are we gonna do? Just sit there? You gotta at least make progress. You're gonna pull forward. You're gonna pull over and just wait for the rain to go by.
One wheel in front of the other.
I mean, it was an hour and a half of 20 feet of visibility.
And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember that well. So it's like it couldn't have been that bad.
The rain was coming down so bad. It was so loud. We were just yelling at each other.
It wasn't that bad.
That's when you were drinking.
That was back when I was drinking.
I was sitting there like, "Hey, you think we should pull over?" And just yelling at each other. It's so loud in there.
It wasn't that bad.
14 people died.
Well, it's probably a couple of those pedal pubs they never took off the
But that
road.
was the worst of it was behind us.
We were driving. We left in clear skies.
I know. It just missed us.
Well, I guess to answer the question, I'm not going to stop. I usually don't even put my hazards on. If I see another person on the road without hazards, I usually don't put mine on.
Oh, I always put mine on.
Is it law to put them on?
I think it's better safe than sorry type of situation.
I'll do it in the wintertime. I'll put my hazards on in the wintertime if it's like blowing snow. I can't see much.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've just never thought to put them on during a rainstorm.
For me, there's something exhilarating about a lot of rain for some reason.
Me too. It's kind of cool.
Literally.
I kind of enjoy how hard the rain slaps the windshield a little bit.
Yeah.
Like to have your windshield wipers going full bore and still can't see is kind of exhilarating.
Yeah. At that point, you don't even need windshield wipers.
Because like you're not going to hit an icy patch and go sliding off the road.
Right.
Like you would in the winter and whiteout conditions. That's scary as shit to me.
Right.
Plus then if like you go into a ditch, you got to deal with like it being really cold out.
Yep.
But if it's raining, you're good. Dude.
Yeah, you like, yeah, just start dancing.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe use it as a romantic moment with your wife.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Movie rain.
I do like driving in hard rain.
Hey, there's something
It's a
about
kind of a
it.
vibe, yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind it.
I always get like, I'll always put, like, I'll get my hands around the wheel. I'll go like this. I'll put my forearms and I'll kind of just like drive like this, and I'll have my
super safe and defensive.
Yeah. Well, no, I'll have my eyes like, well, I'm as close to the windshield as I possibly can be, so I'm ultra focused.
Now, snow, completely different game.
Big time.
I don't play no games with snow.
No, a lot more variables.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you got your cruise control on going 80 in a torrential downpour,
That's bad news.
hydroplane.
Yeah, hydroplane.
Hydroplaning's scary.
Mm-hmm.
So get that cruise control off.
Yeah, but back to the Nashville incident. It wasn't that bad, Jake.
14 people.
I mean, it's not funny that 14 people died,
No.
but I think that's propaganda, maybe. It wasn't that bad.
And I'm sure you guys were on like a 4-lane highway going to Bristol.
Yeah, there was 2 lanes on our side of the road, so it was 4 lanes.
4-lane
Four
high. Yeah.
lanes, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we whistled right through that rain, no problem.
Missed the raise. Bryson Damron asks, when's the perfect time to leave for a road trip?
I like leaving at 9 a.m. Not too early. Although there is, no. Leaving early for a road trip.
It's the best.
And it's like, I will probably drink energy drinks most days.
Yep.
But sucking down a thermos of coffee at 6 a.m. as the sun's coming up
It's the best.
on the open road might be one of the best feelings in the world.
Yeah.
What, Jared?
And then 10 minutes later, like, I gotta go to the bathroom really bad.
I got. Hey,
Yeah.
if we see something, we could pull over and pee.
Yeah. Especially if you're heading east on an early morning road trip, sun's coming up.
Oh my God,
Fuck.
Nothing better.
it's so good.
Yeah, I took an hour road trip. I took an hour road trip Sunday by myself. 6 a.m. I had to leave at 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
The best.
So you like to leave like right at sunrise?
Yeah, between 6 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big time between 6 and 7.
Get
type
better
of guy.
gas mileage early too, because there's less wind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Depends though which way the wind's going, which way the wind blows.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's still light.
There's never heavy wind in the morning.
I know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
We discussed, yeah, we talked about this.
We did? No, I don't think we did.
It's
Never windy in the morning.
right, but like midday when the sun comes up, the earth doesn't know what to do. So it's some of the atmosphere and the sun.
Stuff we don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not choosing to do an early road trip like that, but if I have to, once you get into it, you're like, this is the best.
Hell yeah. Everyone's
Now
in a
the
good mood.
worst is leaving late.
Yeah.
Leaving at like
4
8
p.m.
Yeah, even later, like 6, 7, 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, 4-hour road trip gonna get in at midnight.
Yep. Fucking got to hit the sack right when you get there.
Yeah.
Check it
I'll
out.
pull over if there's too many bugs hitting the windshield, though. I don't mess around with that.
No.
Bugs
No.
and snow.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
bugs
got-
and snow are my bugaboos.
It's also I feel like it's the worst.
Oh God, we're hitting a fucking patch of dragonflies. Pull over.
I don't like.
I don't mess around with those.
No, you keep that cruise control off when those dragonflies are out.
So me and Tyler were driving last week. We hit a goddamn bird
Really?
right off the windshield. If it would have gone through the windshield, it would have hit me right in the face. And we
What
both watched it happen. The bird came, swooped back around, boom, dead.
Really on impact. I'm
Great
sure.
life lesson, though. Life's a fragile thing.
Don't blink.
Don't blink. I bet that bird blinked, and
All
that's
he
what
did was-
happened.
Yeah, all I did was blink one time.
1 minute you're cruising, flying around, looking for worms. Next thing you know, you're dead meat on the highway, getting ran over by a semi.
Yeah,
Getting
probably got
smoked
eaten by
an
a,
F-150.
eaten by a coyote.
Yeah.
Ugh, poor bird.
Yeah. Bugs and snow. Don't do it.
One more. Dan Brownlow asks, what's the worst thing to eat prior to a long road trip?
The worst thing to eat?
Mm-hmm.
Movie theater popcorn.
Why?
And if you mix that with a Dr. Pepper,
Game over.
Why?
dude, I don't know what it is about movie theater popcorn and Dr. Pepper. I get the bubble guts
Really?
so bad.
It's like plutonium in your stomach.
It feels like I'm having a Diet Coke Mentos reaction in my stomach, but Diet Coke and movie theater popcorn.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
Right.
It's disastrous. I don't know if my body's rejecting the 23 delicious flavors that are in Dr. Pepper or what.
It could just be rejecting one or two of the flavors.
Yeah,
That's the
so-
issue. That there's so many fucking flavors.
They
that
don't
are
tell you them either.
I know.
I think one's like sugar, spice, and something nice.
Tell you what, it's not nice. in
No,
my
it's
belly.
not. Fucking BGs, especially early morning too. If you miss your regular window, that's the thing. You take if your window's between like 8 and 8:30, taking going to the bathroom, and you leave it at 6 a.m. for a road trip, you miss your window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that could be trouble.
And now, what scenario will I be in that I'm sucking down Dr. Pepper and eating movie theater popcorn right before a road trip?
At 6 a.m.
At 6 a.m., I don't know, but that would be an absolute disaster for me.
Yeah. Mine would just be having 2 bowls of cereal the night before. Just any cereal. It's the milk, really.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm lactose intolerant, but people keep telling me I am.
Oh, I'm the same. I'm the same way. I'm lactose intolerant after 6 p.m. If I eat any dairy after that, then my stomach gets crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's my issue. Because I couldn't tell you the last time I had one bowl of cereal.
Also, 1 bowl, he's fine. 2 bowls, though, he's fucked.
No. I don't know about 1 bowl because it's been probably, I'm 30. It's probably been 25 years since I've only had 1 bowl. I always have 2 to 3 bowls.
I've actually gotten to the point where I'll just get a bigger bowl and just do 1.
That's a good idea.
Salad bowl.
But the stuff on the bottom, it sits down there too long. It's soggy.
I don't know.
So I just re-up with the new stuff. But yeah, the next morning, and I just keep doing it to myself. I don't really know why,
Mhm.
but the next morning's bad. Like, yeah, it's bad.
It's bad.
And that's all I'll say.
What cereal?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
It's just the milk.
gotcha.
But I've been eating Captain Cinnamon Toast Crunch and
Oh.
Frosted Mini Wheats lately.
God, that sounds good.
Honey Bunches of Oats too has been slapping the last couple nights.
Yeah, we're starting to get to that age where we like those types of cereals, not
Yeah.
Captain Crunch.
Yeah, just like the kind of the more plain.
Yeah, this might be a bad take, but maybe try like soy milk or something.
No, no. I appreciate the advice, but at that, I mean,
Maybe just try half and half or something instead.
Heavy whipping cream.
Yeah.
yeah,
Put a little
or
water in it.
dehydrated milk. I'm gonna keep eating cereal regardless of what happens the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's a future you problem.
Yeah, future me problem.
And everyone you're on a road trip with.
And we can't guarantee tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nobody can.
Great life lesson. That bird thought he was going to have a good road trip in
Yeah.
the morning.
Skipped a bowl of cereal. Said I'll just have one tomorrow. Didn't get tomorrow. So
Jared, what about you?
I think anything like Mexican food related. That's for me.
That's some low hanging fruit for Jared.
very
Mhm.
Well, let me guess. Taco Bell.
It does, like, especially like hot sauce. That's kind of what gets
See,
me.
I don't have issues with hot stuff with coming out
I don't really either.
necessarily as much.
No.
More so just the buttery movie theater popcorn.
Yeah.
Like halfway through the movie, I'll just be like,
yeah.
It's
like
a
on Dumb and Dumber when he's in the going to Mary Swanson's and Lloyd gave him a whole bottle of Turbo Lax. That's me halfway through the movie. That's why I don't ever pick up. I'll never go see Oppenheimer because it's too long of a movie. It'll be seeping down my leg halfway through. Hour and a half max.
Is it just Diet Dr. Pepper or is it Diet Coke?
No,
too?
it's just regular Dr. Pepper.
Oh, regular DP. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's got to be one of those 23 delicious flavors.
It's got to be. That must be my bugaboo.
Yeah. God, and you can't even no doctor can diagnose what that is because we don't know what the flavors are.
Even maybe it is the pepper in it. I don't know. Is that one of the flavors?
Doctor, is it the pepper?
Yeah. Yeah, the doctor doesn't even know. So you should maybe try like a Slurpee and
Icy,
icy and movie theater popcorn.
But the thing is I love the taste of movie theater popcorn so much. Just can't not.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
Nothing better. But yeah, luckily road trips and movie theater popcorn don't really line up for me.
No, unless you have unless you're watching a movie on a road trip, like back.
But I have to have the movie theater popcorn.
That's true.
Hey, why don't you swing on into Marcus 17 and I'm going to grab a bucket of popcorn for the road
you just
trip.
say grab a bucket.
Could you just do that? Could you just go
grab two buckets, grab an empty one and one full of popcorn.
And get a bunch of napkins too, please.
Yeah, lots of napkins. They got any wet wipes?
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Actually, would you just go to the bathroom and grab a roll of toilet paper? Do they make tops for these large popcorns? Do they make plastic tops for these?
You got to bring field dressing gloves for deer hunting, all the way up to your shoulder.
You got to be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what could happen on the road, and that's a great life lesson for everyone. All right, Ryan.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote this week, guys. So thanks for tuning in to another You Betcha Radio podcast. May your road trips be BG free.
Yep.
And your rain on the road be not that bad. Cheers, Ryan.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.